I want to flash these 4 statements. This is the last slide I've got. And to the team, I want to keep these up here until the last person leaves today. And perhaps some of you just need to sit on your chair, look at this screen, and confess these truths to God. Not for his sake, but for yours. God already knows this. So you're not reminding him of anything. But you might be reminded today of all that God truly is. Because sometimes life makes us feel helpless and hopeless. Sometimes there's some head games going on in our lives. Sometimes we just don't know what's next. And it happens to the Davids in the world. So if it's going to happen to David, it's probably going to happen to us. So how do we deal with this? In fact, some of you could have written verses 1 through 4 yourself right now. But I don't want you to live in verses 1 through 4. Don't live there. I want you to live in verses 5 and 6 and say, God loves me. No matter how I feel, God loves me. No matter what anybody else says, I'm a child of God. And the world may reject me. People might reject me, but God will not reject me. I am his child. I am his child. And I'll worship God. Because God doesn't need my praise. I need my praise to God. Because that takes the attention off of me and my circumstances, and it's drawn to God. And maybe we just need to sit and reflect on the fact that God's been good to me. And if he healed me in the past, and if he saved me in the past, and if he put my family together in the past, and if he cleaned up my mess in the past, he could do it again. Because he's been really good to me. Some of you, I've already seen some of you do it, which is awesome. Some of you have taken your cell phone and you're taking a picture of this screen. Because here's the deal. And I appreciate that so much, because here's the deal. Some of us, we're going to have to live this out. And it's easy to do in a church, sanctuary, but when we go to work and when we're around the situations and the people that brought on verses 1 through 4, we need to be reminded of what this says. So some of us need to keep these verses handy, these statements handy, and just say, no, wait a minute. God loves me. I'm his child. Doesn't matter what they say, I'm his child. Doesn't matter if nobody else loves me, God loves me. God has been good. In fact, I'll give God praise for his goodness. It might just be a short commute in your car where you just give God praise. Do it. Take the attention off of you. Take the attention off of what you're facing and give your attention to God. You cannot go wrong doing that. Some of us today, we might need to spend some time doing that third statement, just worshiping the Lord. I've asked Jonathan to be willing to just sing a few worship songs at the end here. And you might want to just worship God along with him. And that might help you take the attention off what is going on. That might help you take the attention off of verses 1 through 4 and bring your attention to God. So I don't know how everybody needs to respond to this, but I'm seeing a lot of cell phones working. I'm seeing a lot of people nodding their heads. I see some people that are ready to worship and just sit in God's presence. Some of you just need to confess these to the Lord. Say, oh, God, thank you for loving me. Help me not to forget that. God, help me. I am your child. I'm your son. I'm your boy. Thank you. Thank you. Some of that needs to go on.